Canada is the second largest country in the world by land area after Russia. The country is located in North America, covering almost the entire northern part of the continent. Canada shares its southern border with the United States and is the longest undefended border in the world. The capital city of Canada is Ottawa, while the largest city is Toronto. Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories, each with its own government. The population of Canada is approximately 38 million people. Canada is known for its cold climate, with long and harsh winters in many regions. The country has a diverse landscape, including vast forests, prairies, mountains, and Arctic tundra. Mount Logan in the Yukon is the highest peak in Canada, standing at 5,959 meters, 19,551 feet. The Canadian Rockies are a popular tourist destination and offer stunning natural landscapes and outdoor activities. Canada has the longest coastline in the world, stretching over 202,080 kilometers, 125,567 miles. The country has 13 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including iconic landmarks such as Banff National Park and Old Quebec City. Ice hockey is the most popular sport in Canada, often referred to as the national winter sport. Canadians are known for their politeness and friendly demeanor. The national animal of Canada is the beaver, which also appears on the country's nickel coin. Canada is officially bilingual, with English and French being its 2 official languages. French is predominantly spoken in the province of Quebec, where it is the official language. Canada is a constitutional monarchy, with Queen Elizabeth II. Canadian dollar (CAD) is the country's currency. Canada has universal health care, meaning that all citizens have access to medical services, regardless of their ability to pay. The Canadian flag, also known as the maple leaf flag, was adopted in 1965 and features a red maple leaf on a white square backdrop. Canada is known for its multiculturalism and hosts a variety of ethnicities and cultures. The country celebrates Canada Day on July 1st, commemorating the anniversary of the formation of Canada as a federal dominion in 1867. The national symbol of Canada is the maple leaf, which appears on various Canadian symbols and products. Canada is the world's largest producer and exporter of maple syrup. The CN Tower in Toronto was the tallest freestanding structure in the world, until 2007 when it was surpassed by the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Niagara Falls, located on the border between Canada and the United States, is one of the world's most famous natural attractions. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, is the federal and national law enforcement agency in Canada. Tim Hortons, a popular Canadian coffee chain, is known for its signature double-double coffee, 2 sugars, 2 creams. The Great Lakes comprise a significant portion of the border between Canada and the United States. Inuit peoples are indigenous to Canada's Arctic regions. Canada has a strong presence in space exploration and was the 3rd country to have its own satellite in orbit. The Governor-General represents the Queen in Canada and performs ceremonial duties such as opening and closing sessions of Parliament. Toronto Pearson International Airport is one of the busiest airports in North America in terms of passenger traffic. Poutine, a dish consisting of French fries, cheese curds, and gravy, is considered one of Canada's signature foods. Canola oil, derived from the rapeseed plant, was developed in Canada and is widely used around the world. The Hudson Bay, located in northeastern Canada, is the 2nd largest bay in the world. Canada is home to the longest street in the world, Yonge Street in Toronto, stretching over 1,896 kilometers, 1,178 miles. The Royal Canadian Mint produces coins not only for Canada. The Calgary Stampede, held annually in Calgary, Alberta, is one of the largest and most famous rodeos in the world. Hockey Night in Canada is a long-running TV show that broadcasts NHL hockey games every Saturday night during the season. Canada has produced many renowned musicians, including Celine Dion, Justin Bieber, and Drake. The world's largest ice rink is the Rideau Canal Skateway in Ottawa, which freezes over during the winter months for skating. Canada has a strong film industry, with Toronto often referred to as Hollywood North due to its extensive film production. The official national animal of Canada is the Canadian horse. Saskatchewan is often called the land of living skies because of its expansive horizons and breathtaking sunsets. Manitoba is known as the Keystone Province due to its central location within Canada. New Brunswick is the only officially bilingual province in Canada and has a rich Acadian heritage. Nova Scotia is known for its scenic coastal drives and delicious seafood, especially the lobster. Prince Edward Island is the smallest province in Canada and is renowned for its beautiful red sand beaches and of Green Gables. Newfoundland and Labrador are known for their rugged coastlines, stunning landscapes, and friendly locals. The Cabot Trail in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, is considered one of the most scenic drives in the world. The Rocky Mountaineer train journey through the Canadian Rockies is a popular tourist attraction, offering breathtaking views of the mountains and wildlife. The Canadian National Exhibition, CNE, also known as the X, is an annual fair held in Toronto and features concerts, rides, and agricultural exhibitions. Canada's Wonderland, located in Vaughan, Ontario, is Canada's largest theme park and offers a variety of roller coasters and other attractions. The Calgary Tower in Alberta provides panoramic views of the city and the surrounding Rocky Mountains. Whistler, British Columbia, is a world-renowned ski resort known for its challenging slopes and stunning mountain scenery. The 1988 Winter Olympics were held in Calgary, Alberta, making it the only Canadian city to host the Winter Games. The Canadian Football League, CFL, is the professional football league in Canada and plays by slightly different rules than the NFL in the United States. Curling is a popular winter sport in Canada, with many Canadians participating in local leagues and competing at national and international levels. The Bay of Fundy in Nova Scotia has some of the highest tides in the world, with tidal changes as much as 16 meters (52 feet). The Yukon Quest is one of the toughest dog sled races in the world, covering 1,600 kilometers, 1,000 miles, between Whitehorse, Yukon. The Trans-Canada Highway is the world's second longest national highway, stretching over 7,821 kilometers, 4,860 miles, from Victoria, British Columbia, to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The Canadian Shield is a vast geologic region covering half of Canada and is known for its ancient rocks and diverse wildlife. The Biodome in Montreal is a unique indoor ecosystem that showcases various ecosystems found within Canada. Ottawa hosts the annual Canadian Tulip Festival, celebrating the city's connection with the Netherlands and showcasing the beauty of thousands of tulips in bloom. The Great Bear Rainforest in British Columbia is one of the largest temperate rainforests in the world and provides habitat for a diverse range of species. The Toronto International Film Festival TIFF is one of the largest film festivals in the world, attracting top filmmakers and celebrities every September. Canada has a strong literary tradition, with many internationally recognized authors, including Margaret Atwood, Alice Munro, and Michael Ondaatje. The Canadian Museum for Human Rights in Winnipeg is the first museum solely dedicated to the subject in the world. Canada has a long history of peacekeeping missions around the world and has been actively involved in international peacekeeping efforts for decades. The University of Toronto is one of Canada's most prestigious universities and consistently ranks among the top universities worldwide. The Canadian Space Agency, CSA, has contributed to numerous international space missions and has its own astronauts, including Chris Hadfield, who became famous for his videos from the International Space Station. Canada is home to numerous national parks and protected areas. Quebec City, founded in 1608, is one of the oldest cities in North America. Confederation Bridge connects Prince Edward Island with New Brunswick and is one of the longest bridges in the world. The Haida people of Haida Gwaii in British Columbia, including totem poles and intricate wood carvings. Canada has a strong tradition of winter sports, including skiing, snowboarding, ice skating, and curling. The Canadian Football League's Grey Cup is the championship game of Canadian football and one of the country's biggest annual sporting events. Canada has produced notable actors and actresses, including Ryan Reynolds, Rachel McAdams, and Jim Carrey. Terry Fox Run is an annual charity event held worldwide in memory of Terry Fox, a Canadian athlete who ran across the country to raise awareness for cancer research. The Canadian Canoe Museum in Peterborough, Ontario, houses one of the world's largest collections of canoes and kayaks. Canada has vast reserves of natural resources, including oil, natural gas, minerals, and timber. The Calgary Stampede Parade is one of the largest non-military parades in the world and features hundreds of horses, bands, and floats. The Polar Bear Provincial Park in Ontario is one of the few places in the world where visitors can observe polar bears in their natural habitat. Manitoba's Riding Mountain National Park is known for its diverse wildlife, including bison, elk, black bears, and more than 220 species of birds. Canada has a strong tradition of ice wine production, particularly in Ontario's Niagara region and British Columbia's Okanagan Valley. The Stratford Festival in Stratford, Ontario, is one of North America's largest classical repertory theatre festivals, hosting world-class performances every year. The Museum of Anthropology at the University of British Columbia showcases one of the world's finest collections of Northwest Coast First Nations art. The Canadian Museum of History in Gatineau, Quebec, is Canada's most visited museum and showcases the country's rich history and cultural heritage. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to watch more videos.